A 6'5" senior from Nashville, Tennessee, number 2, Andrew Plugin. A 6'5" senior from High Point, North Carolina, number 3, Michael Butler. A 6'8" sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia, number 23, Hassan Asadullah. And a 6'2" freshman from Meridian, Mississippi, number 25, Miles Miller. The Bisons are coached by Lenny Acup, assisted by Kevin Carroll, Roger Instrom, and Tyler Murray.
Like fire, everything I touch, I consume, mama. In me, I trust, yeah, I smell like success, this Elon Musk, huh? Everybody wanna be like us, we don't stop, cause the top just ain't enough, huh? Came here ready to fight on this night, you better just fight for your life.
And now, the starting line.
On a gloomy, rainy night in Jacksonville, the fans inside Swisher Gymnasium are hyped up and ready to celebrate the 50th anniversary of its Final Four team. Good evening, everybody. Welcome courtside alongside two-time ASUN Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Hardy. I'm Sean Salisbury, and Aaron, when you look at what's on the line tonight, when we celebrate history, there's a lot at stake with just 9 days left in the regular season. Taking a look at the current ASUN standings, these two teams are slotted 4th and 5th and trying to compete for that first-round ASUN home game.
Yeah, if Jacksonville can win out, they can possibly have a winning record for the first time since 2016, and also, as you said, position themselves for that 4th slot so they can have home court advantage in the ASUN tournament.
Certainly a big week for Jacksonville, closing out its home slate, and it's not going to be very easy against a red-hot Lipscomb team that's won 4 straight after looking dead in the water to start ASUN play. How did they turn things around?
This is the time of the year where you want to have everything clicking. You want to be on full throttle, chemistry on 100 right now, and that's exactly what Lipscomb has done with their center. He's positioning himself to be the ASUN Player of the Year right now, averaging 19 points, almost 10 rebounds. He's doing a great job.
Hassan Asadullah, remember the name. What a matchup we're going to see down low with him and Dave Bell. Not only two of the best post players in the ASUN, but arguably the 2 best players, period. What is this game going to come down to as we watch those 2 bigs battle down low?
They're both the anchors for their team. Dave Bell, he's more of a defensive anchor. He plays well on the offensive side of the ball as well, but Asadullah, he does it all for their team. Points, rebound, and assists. He leads their team in assists right now.
Big man Dave Bell ready to head out in those sweet-looking throwback uniforms. The 1970 team ready to be honored at halftime tonight in Jacksonville's second-to-last home game this season. Bell ready to jump with Hassan Asadullah, 2 of the best bigs in the country, ready to battle here in Swisher. Tap pushed out of bounds off of Asadullah, and Jacksonville has the opening possession.
Those jerseys are nice. I'm kind of envious right now.
They never gave you a chance to wear some?
Man, those are nice.
Starting lineup for Lipscomb, the same it has been throughout this 4-game win streak. Mo Arda controls the point for Jacksonville. Monty Santos, senior guard, can't feed it inside to Bell. Now backed out with Destin Barnes, the top perimeter threat for the Dolphins. And on the roll. Pass too low for the 6'8" Asadullah, and he swipes it away.
And you usually don't see Destin Barnes in the pick and roll situation. He's more of a spot-up shooter, so that was kind of strange to see him call for the screen, man.
Into the corner for Miles Miller. Tell the offense, they go right through Asajala. One-on-one around Dave Bell.
That's going to be a big matchup all night. Both guys very active on the offensive and defensive end. Asajala averaging almost 20 points a game this season.
Now it's Santos. That pass not going to be tipped away by anybody, but puts Bell in a bad spot. Santos off the roll up top for Barnes. Good fake, creates space, then gets the little floater to go.
And that's what Destin Barnes does. He catches it, shoots it, catches off the pass, and drives hard to the goal. That's the type of player he is.
Michael Buckland open for three and knocks it down. The 41% three-point shooter on the year, off to a hot start. And again, you look at why Lipscomb has been doing so well these last couple of weeks. It's because that offense is flowing so well with many different players contributing.
Yeah, they finally started to gel at the right time of the year. This is the time of the year you want to go into the ASUN tournament ready to play.
Back to the basket for Bell with 10. Backing down Asajala. Lefty hook. Gets the roll off the rim.
It's good to see him aggressive early. I know when they played up there in Lipscomb, he only took 4 shots. That was when he was just figuring out how to handle those double teams. And now, later on in the ASUN season, he's figured it out.
Good ball movement from Lipscomb. Greg Jones passes over to Miller. Richard freshman gets it on the give and go. And another layup for Lipscomb.
You see why Asajala averaged almost 5 assists a game right there. Great big man with great passing skills.
Santos crosses over. Now off to Arnold. And Deanthony McCallum for 3. What a big shot for Deanthony McCallum. He had 14 points in that game at Lipscomb. Jacksonville's going to need a similar type effort from the senior if they want to win tonight.
He's been playing well lately. Offensively, he's starting to come along. Defensively, he's been locked in all season long.
Buckland draws the foul. He was bumped by McCallum. And 2 free throws coming for the senior guard.
First team foul. Now foul puts Michael Buckland on the line.
First foul on Jacksonville tonight goes to McCallum. The free throw missed by Buckland, who's an 82% foul shooter, and that's what you look at too, right? When teams are going to win games, it comes down to guard play and taking care of business at the free throw line, which is something Lipscomb's done pretty well as they go 1 or 2 there.
Yeah, definitely, especially at the end of the game, close games, you're going to put your guards on the line. You got to be able to knock those down.
Barnes hands off to McCallum for another 3. Got it! Plus the foul!
Why not? Make one, shoot another. Shoot till you miss.
The confidence flowing early for Deanthony McCallum, the 40% three-point shooter this year. The foul against Andrew Fleming, his first. And a potential 4-point play for McCallum.
I feel like he kind of adjusted his shot a little bit. It looks like he's catching it a little higher and ready to shoot it instead of bringing it down and then shooting it.
Well, Coach Tony Jastic going to like it when one of his guards starts producing. Already with 7 points. JU's 6-2 this year when he reaches 10. Now the Dolphins have the 11-8 lead thanks to McCallum. Greg Jones can't answer from deep. Misses the rim and the Dolphins will take out.
Somebody left the door open. A lot of wind in the air.
Well, I heard outside the rain's starting to pick up. On a brutal 55-degree day here in the night in February. These two teams looking to heat up at the right time. Coming up with just 9 days left in the regular season. Santos doing it all himself. Cans another long jumper.
Great moves by Santos. Broke down the defense by himself on that play.
That's just like you're playing 2K using the right stick.
Just keep wiggling it back and forth, get the right move.
Mouse in the house. Buckland swings it over. Fleming for 3. Off the rim and Bell gets hit by an eager Mo Arnold, but that's what you love about the freshman is what he brings. He's not scoring a lot of points, but he's done a great job on both ends controlling the pace.
Yep, defense, rebounding, and getting into the lane, finding everybody else.
Bell almost lost his footing in the paint and has to reset with Destin Barnes. junior college transfer.
And again, gets the
another
ball in the
pass
pick and
taken
roll.
away.
It's not really his game.
Second pass stolen away by Sajala in the opening 5 minutes. Once again, drawing the mismatch. Beautiful feed inside, and Jones finishes.
Another assist by Sajala. Big man showing off the passing skills early.
Top 3 in points per game, assists and rebounds in the A-Sun. Barnes, open for 3. Too strong. Just 5 minutes in, Miller can't tie it up. Lipscomb not afraid, even with the Sajala. Starting to look a little winded as we still have not had a stoppage and some subs waiting to come in at the next time out.
Yeah, and that was a quick shot. You didn't get your best player to even touch the ball on that play for Lipscomb.
Arnold away from the screen, goes into contact.
But his offhand, his left hand, he can go either way. He's very good at that.
So you can see the ascent of the freshman Mo Arnold since he started a couple of weeks ago. The coaches said it just opened a door for him, and he's starting to play like an all-conference guy since. Sajala, a little up and under, can't draw the foul, and Bell controls the rebound.
Great post move right there to get David Bell up in the air. Just has to make the shot on that one.
Lenny Aka for Lipscomb looking for a foul. Not going to get it there.
They're letting the big guys play down low.
As a defensive guy, I know you love that inside.
Got to love it. A little physical contact never hurt anybody.
Arnold to a cutting Dave Bell. He's fouled on the wrist by Sajala and will shoot 2 when we come back. It's the first on Sajala, the second on the Bisons. And early, the 3-pointers flowing for both teams. Deanthony McCallum 7. The reason why Jacksonville leads by 5 early.
We are Sunbelt. We look forward.
Commit to progress.
Shine together.
Elevate student athletes to create a better world.
Blaze the fast. Challenge norms.
Enlighten and innovate. For no matter the height of our obstacles,
They will never block the sun.
We can.
Be students first.
rise,
Connect.
impact.
Every day.
We are
Sunbelt.
This is Jacksonville University. It's not just a perfect place for sunny waterfront beauty shots. Although, here you choose the future you want. How? By defining it yourself. You customize your path and make it one of a kind. You want to build a future where you decide what impact you make? You want to create a life that's limited by nothing but your own ingenuity? You come to the right place.
Since their last matchup, both teams were looking to end a 3-game losing streak. Interestingly enough, Lipscomb has won the last 5 of their 6 games in the A-Sun Conference. I think the biggest thing for both teams is to push the ball in transition and play that inside-out game with the Sajala and Bell down low. The atmosphere is completely live. We have a few all-stars out here in the Switcham Gymnasium. Back to you, Sean.
All right, thank you, Alexis. And that's something what you were talking about too, is giving it to Sajala is going to be the key for Jacksonville to try to stop, because that's the head of the snake right there that does just about everything Lipscomb asks for to win.
Yeah, David Bell has a tall task on his hands tonight. Not only with Sajala in the post, but Sajala's been passing the ball. He's been getting assists. He's getting everybody involved right now. So everybody has to step up on defense for Jacksonville.
And now it's going to be the rotating bodies as Dave Bell hits 1 and 2 at the line, gets a well-deserved rest, and Bryce Workman back up big in. And Sajala wants to go right away, but lost his dribble. Buckland feeds him again on the post.
He feels like he can take Workman.
Looks like he's holding a tennis ball out there.
Yeah.
And he gets it to go over Workman.
You can see it in his eyes. He was going to score that one once he saw Workman on him.
2-3 zone now for Lipscomb. Mo Arnold, the freshman point guard, hands off to Trey Signs, another freshman. McCallum drives inside and is fouled.
McCallum looking aggressive tonight.
It's on Carson Carey, another freshman out there. The third team foul. Sajala holds down the middle. Arnold forced the inbound on the perimeter. Workman gets his dribble poked away. Back out to Destin Barnes. Step back jumper on the way. Line drive no good, and Buckland the rebound. Sajala, one-on-one underneath. Always goes back to him, mid-range jumper, a little too long, and sides. Starts the run out. McCallum, no-look pass. Dolphins looking to continue this momentum after hitting a couple of big shots. Arnold around the defense, opens it up inside.
Nice hesitation move right there. Get Asagala up in the air, get around him, and once again finishing with his left hand.
What a big couple of buckets for Mo Arnold. He was 5 of 27 from the field his last 5 games. Has gotten a couple little inside jumpers to go. Foul on the floor going against Bryce Workman. And Asagala holding his knee right where that brace is. He's going to head over to the bench. We'll have an update for you when we return as Jacksonville continues to lead in the first half.
Timeout on the floor. It's immediate timeout. For decades.
Since 1977, Hi-Fi Buys has evolved into Nashville's premier home and mobile electronics destination. From 8-tracks to CDs, black and white to 4K to automated smart homes, Hi-Fi Buys is at the forefront of technology. Why? Because technology makes your life better. Upgrading a television, new media room, or smart home automation? We have the expertise you need. Hi-Fi Buys. Get the best for less. Visit our showroom today or go to hifibuysnashville.com.
Eligible to join Ascend Federal Credit Union? Them, her, him, them, him, all of them. Her, and him, but not him. There's a way for you to join too. And if you live in Middle Tennessee and want to get the most out of your money, you should. Ascend Federal Credit Union. Open your account today at ascend.org.
There is first-year head coach for Lipscomb, Lenny Acuff. Something that we were talking about before the game is, if you're Lipscomb, what did you do going into this year? I mean, you lose 6 seniors from last year's team that won 29 games, and meanwhile, for Jacksonville and Tony Jassic, a team trying to close out this regular season on a high note after going 2 of 4, or 2 for 4, I should say, in ace on home games.
Yeah, Lipscomb, right now, they found the best time to figure it out after losing those 6 seniors and the coach going to Belmont. Now they're starting to figure it out.
Buckland rises and hits his second 3 of the half and cuts the deficit in half as well.
Got to put a hand up on that guy.
Trey Sides, post entry denied by Buckland.
Also get a spot shadow on Deontay Wood's shoes. Those Jordan Ferrari 14s.
I mean, he's going to be racing up and down the floor all night trying to contain the post. And some of these Lipscomb possessions, I mean, they're looking like the run and gun 10-second or less LMU lines.
Yeah, with Asajim out there line up, I expect him to shoot it pretty fast.
2 on the shot clock. Workman wide open. Nearly lost the handle, but it's 2 for the big man.
Yeah, that was a great pickup by Workman there. It was almost a turnover, actually. He picked it up and got an easy bucket.
KJ Johnson into the game for the first time. One of the leading scorers out there. Buckland with a pretty move. Not rewarded though, but the rebound tapped out to Johnson. The freshman out of Tennessee has it for Lipscomb. The electrifying score in high school. Lays it in as he works around the defense.
Good hesitation move right there at the free throw line extended. Moving screen.
And an illegal screen going against Bryce Workman. That's his second foul already, Aaron. What do you do here if you're Tony Jasic?
Got to bring Dave Bell back in. You don't want to lose your backup too early.
Number 10, Santos for number 14.
Right on cue.
Dave Bell should be ready. He played 29 minutes in Jacksonville's last game at North Florida a week ago. A matchup where it was, again, close in that first half, but UNF just hit too many shots down the stretch. Jacksonville loses by 15, and now Coach Jasic's really challenging his team to finish out this homestand on a high note because he knows they need 2 wins if they really want to stay in that mix to host an ASUN tournament game.
And that's been the thing about JU this season. They come out, they play great in the first half. It's the second half that always gets them.
Bell nearly with the poster dunk on Jacob Hobbs. It sends the 6'7" freshman's first foul.
First personal foul.
14 foul is Bell nearly got it over him. Just a little short there, but Bell back at the line.
That was almost a top 10 play right there.
Would have stopped the game. All of the police that are outside covering an accident here.
Fans running on the court.
Here is Jacksonville, a team that is the second worst in free throw percentage in the conference. They're taking care of business early. Now 4-5 here midway through the first half. The Sajala comes back in after the latest foul. Buckland, the bullet pass inside. A little toss up with the right hand, no good, and Dave Bell with another rebound. Santos. As Bell was working around Asajala. The late help coming from Buckland results in the 5th foul. It's the seniors first, and Jacksonville will take out. No, they will not take out underneath. You agree with the call? That's 2 free throws?
I think it was on the floor. It didn't really look like he was shooting it on that one, or had a chance to get it up to shoot it. The great position right there by Dave Bell to give his team a chance to give him the ball so that he can be aggressive to go score it.
You know it's been such an underrated part of Dave Bell's game? He's been better than 70% at the line this season and getting even better as ASUN play has gone along, and that just speaks to him trying to evolve his game as he was getting in with those double teams after he had 4 double-doubles in 5 games in the first 5 games of the conference.
Yeah, when someone takes something away from you, you find something else to do to get better, and that's what he did. He worked on his free throws. You can send him to the line at the end of the game, and he'll make it.
Defense ramping up the pressure, but a foul away from the ball on Deontay Wood is first. 14 foul on Jacksonville. That allows some more subs to come back in. Now Lipscomb has 6 players out on the floor. And now all kinds of confusion as our officials talking things over. Coach Jasic wants a technical foul.
Yeah.
A technical foul is assessed. Too many men on the floor. The confusion with the subs and Coach Acus. Not a happy camper.
Yeah, that's a little mental error right there by the players. Just can't run on the floor like that.
Technical fouls been called on Lipscomb. Be 2 shots on the foul. On the line for the
2 steps forward, 1 step back on the foul. It stopped play, got the subs back in, and Amani Santos is now at the line. Another near 80% foul shooter on the season. Amani Santos goes 1 of 2, but Jacksonville still extends its lead, and that's why they continue to lead while they're hitting their free throws right now.
Free throws, yeah. That's going to keep them ahead in the game, keep them in the game, and win the game.
Possession stays here with Lipscomb. Just 1 point given up off the board. Miles Miller to Asajala. Looking for the fake or maybe trying to go inside. Had it knocked free. Trey Sides gets it to go.
Points off turnovers right there. Dave Bell, long arms, got the steal, come down, got the 3-pointer by Trey Sides.
The Dolphins are the 3rd worst 3-point shooting team in the A-Sun, but they're 3 of 4 from deep tonight, and it builds an 11-point advantage. It's an 8-0 run over the last minute and a half.
I think they feel a little pressure. They have to win in these jerseys tonight.
Starting to channel that 1970 team that scored more than 100 games in each of its regional games, taking down #1 Kentucky and #7 Iowa. One of the original Cinderella teams being honored tonight. Sides, why not? Little heat check there for the Dolphins.
Yeah, you got to shoot it. You're in rhythm. There's the pass off the drive. It's a good shot.
Miller back out to Buckland. 1-on-1, Asajala and Bell. And the lefty, too tough to defend.
He is a physical force down low. Great post move right there and finish with the left.
Santos, full head of steam, traveled in the lane. We have a timeout on the floor. Jacksonville in its throwback uniforms, honoring Artis Gilmore and company as they continue to bring it on the offensive end of the floor. Trey Sides and others contributing to a 9-point lead.
Are you ready? Get set, go! First this is short. Get him on. Get the jersey on. Ooh, baby, that makes me get the outfit on first. Shoes gonna make the leg up. He just flew through that.
All right, she's just sitting there right now.
Domino's Pizza.
Domino's is a proud sponsor of JU Athletics, offering large one-topping pizzas for $5.99 for carry-outs. Visit them at 6651 Arlington Road and call 904-743-7220 to hear about the other daily specials. Hercules Tires wants you to drive safely to your next destination. That's why they're giving away a free set of tires. To enter, just follow Hercules Tires on Instagram.
First name?
Take a selfie with your tires and post it with the hashtag
from the 70 team.
Hercules for your chance to win.
Yeah, none of us know what you're talking about.
Ride on our strength.
That doesn't help. So many great Dolphin greats in attendance tonight. Pembroke Burrows and several others, including Artis Gilmore, who's always here with us, but it's just such a special night, the 50th anniversary. Aaron, what do you remember about that team, especially when you were playing?
Just looking at the highlights of that team, they just look so dominant. They look like they couldn't be stopped. And with Artis Gilmore being 7'2", you can't explain that back in that day and age. There's not a lot of 7'2" guys, and he definitely dominated.
Michael Buckland with another bucket. Now 3 of 4 from the field, and 9 points to lead Lipscomb. Deanthony McCallum back into the game. Goes around the defense, lulls him to sleep, and lays it in for 2 more. McCallum's really brought it tonight.
Yeah, I like his aggressiveness tonight. He's really come out to play, showing why he's the senior leader tonight.
Kevin Norman picks the pocket of Buckland all alone. Got a little nervous here in footsteps, but still lays it in.
He's one of the most athletic guys on the team. He got to take off on that one.
Thought he might have been cleared for takeoff. Well, credit to Asajla for hustling back and not giving up on the play.
Yeah. Norman teases us in warm-ups all the time with all the dunks. I thought he was going to take off.
Fleming, short on the 3. That's part of Lipscomb's bread and butter, too, to get its offense going. It's 3-point game. Here's Kevin Norman. Another Falcon 3 forces a Lipscomb timeout. The boys are buzzing here tonight. It's a 14-point lead for Jacksonville.
Kevin Norman can score in bunches at any given time.
And you see it too, right? Maybe not with the dunk, but like you've said these last couple weeks, it's a guy that was starting for Jacksonville for several games, lost his spot in favor of a freshman, Mo Arnold, and you don't know how some guys are going to react to that. And these last couple weeks, give the man his due. He has brought it in that Dennis Rodman type role where he's going to do just about everything for you. And when he starts hitting that, I mean, Jacksonville becomes one of the toughest teams to beat in this conference.
Yeah, he had to figure it out after losing his starting spot. He had to figure out how can I get back on the court. And it started defensively. He got the steal, got the layup, came back. Now he's in a rhythm, comes back off the screen and roll and hits the 3. Now he's into the game. He's engaged. And from the rest of the game, he should play well.
And that's going to give that man some more questions about what to do and who he's going to play now. But, I mean, it's a good problem to have when you have just about all your guys playing at a high level.
Definitely.
Asajla draws the foul on Dave Bell with a little hesitation. It's the first on Dave.
Number 3, David Bell. First personal foul. 15 foul.
And now Hassan Asajla.
That's number 23. Hassan Asajla on the line for Lipscomb.
Probably the weakest part of his game. Maybe that 3-point shooting, which a 6'8" big guy doesn't really need to do, but 50% foul shooter on the year.
I think you jinxed him. Opposite.
Well, now that you've had a chance to see almost 15 minutes of him play, I mean, even for Lipscomb, how do you work around stopping some of these big men in the post?
For Lipscomb, stopping Dave Bell in the post, I know they've been sending a shadow guy. Not necessarily a double team, but they have somebody in his face reaching in, coming by him, just to make sure that he knows another guy could possibly come, and that makes him second guess on his shots. And for Oslo, you just have to be there. Dave Bell's doing a great job right now on him defensively. You just have to continue to do it.
McCallum with 10. Now with Norman, rises and hits another 3. Kevin Norman's doing it in the Jordan 10s tonight, playing like Mike and extending the lead back up to 15.
I said earlier, he's engaged now. He's scoring. He's locked in on the defensive end. This guy can score in bunches. He had a 20-point game earlier this season.
In the lane, Johnson somehow gets it to fall. You wouldn't be surprised if you watched him in high school. He averaged 35 a game last year as a senior and had a career high of 57. And if you're going to score 57 a game, I feel like you're going to hit some shots like that.
You have to hit shots like that. Heat check right there. That's a heat check. He made 3 in a row. Coach will live with that one. Coach will live with that one.
He's going to bring out the shrug if he hit that one.
Yeah, Coach will live with that one. He's made 3 in a row.
Dave Bell with 1 foul. Not going to make it 2 for now. He's going to take a seat on the bench at least until the under 4 timeout. Bryce Orkman with 2 fouls is in, defending Hassan Asajla. Wide open, Johnson for 3. Count it.
Let's not let him get hot right now. JU has been playing great defensively so far.
In his last 2 ASUN road games, he had 15 at North Alabama, 20 at Kennesaw. Starting to heat up here in the first half with back-to-back buckets. Orkman getting stood up by a brick wall and now blocked. Destin Barnes, double team, passes out of it, and Workman has it stripped by Buckland. Pass out to Parker Hazen, the junior, and now reset with a freshman, Johnson. Sweet crossover the lane for a wide open Asagua, but he missed the dunk. But got his putback, taking the ball back from Mo Arnold.
Cut the lead to single digits now.
And a 7-point spurt in the last 2 minutes as Lipscomb back to life. And a rare turnover by Mo Arnold. Averages just 1 for every 25 minutes. And his pass in traffic taken away for another Lipscomb steal. Asagua rolls off the defense.
Ooh. Great post play right there. You really don't see big guys bang like that in this day's age of basketball, but that was a great spin to the baseline, right-hand layup.
12 points for Asagua now. Barnes gets fouled, sneaking beneath the defense. And he has 2 free throws coming up when we return. Lipscomb in the middle of a big run, closing in on a 15-point deficit. Looks to close the half on a run.
Fans, at this time, we direct your attention to the court as we recognize the director.
Everybody clap your hands. Cha-cha now, y'all. Turn it out. Oh, yeah. Cha-cha, real smooth.
Well, I had to get a job today. The fishing life just didn't pay. Not since Seabass figured out what freezing fresh was all about. So now we've laid our boats to rest and raise a toast to Seabest. Seabest, Seabest, you just won't find a fresher catch. Seabest, Seabest, darn fine seafood frozen fresh.
Seabest is frozen at its freshest and brought to you by Beaver Street Fisheries. There's seafood, then there's Seabest.
This is Jacksonville University. It's not just a perfect place for sunny waterfront beauty shots. Although, here you choose the future you want. How? By defining it yourself. You customize your path and make it one of a kind. You want to build a future where you decide what impact you make? You want to create a life that's limited by nothing but your own ingenuity? You come to the right place.
Kevin Norman coming off of 11 points in Jacksonville's last win at NJIT. Looking like a man on a mission, seeing red in the first half.
Definitely. He's on fire. Give him the ball when he's on fire.
Norman has 8 points in 8 minutes. Saw those 2 threes he hit, a big boost to Jacksonville's offense, and kind of masking the fact that Destin Barnes is just 1 of 3 in this first half. Normally when Jacksonville's won in conference play, they've needed big 15, 20-point games from this guy at the line, but they're getting help from Deanthony McCallum and Kevin Norman to help make it a little tougher for Lipscomb to guard.
Yeah, they're definitely stepping up. I expect Destin Barnes to have a bigger second half. He comes to play every game, so I don't expect anything less from him.
Free throws make it an 8-point lead. Johnson blows by McCallum for 2 more.
Jacksonville has to find a way to stop the bleeding right now. These guys are on the run. I mean, each team will have their run. Right now, Lipscomb's having theirs.
Johnson has 9, and it's a 6-point deficit for Lipscomb.
You got to find a way to get Dave Bell the ball with Asagua out the game.
That's the plan. Backing down to 6'7", Parker Hazen bullying him all the way down, but can't finish.
Simple basketball. Asagua out the game. Get the ball to Dave Bell. Let him go to work.
Deep 3 from the lefty, and Johnson knew it the whole time, trying to follow that miss. Arnold for 3. No good, and Barnes tempted to get it, but it's tracked down by Greg Jones. Miles Miller, the transfer from Ole Miss, brings it up for Lipscomb. Johnson Starting to feel himself on the road. Taking the veteran approach to want the ball with Sajala waiting to check in.
Yeah, coach is just letting him play. Sajala him out. I guess he's the go-to scorer right now. Every time down, he's gotten the ball and tried to score it.
That was on Mo Arnold, his first personal, the 16th foul. Both teams have 6 fouls. Right now, it's Johnson, who averages 12 points per game on the year, but has seen a dip in his production in conference play. Kind of that freshman lull you sometimes see, but I mean, this is what you want to see, right? A freshman on the road wanting to take that approach, be that guy, especially a guard, that is going to give you points when you're down 15.
If you have a 50-point game in high school, you're not afraid of the game at all. You're not afraid of the lights, the cameras, anything. So you expect him to have that freshman wall, as you said, but he's bouncing back tonight.
Now with 11 points, Sajala has 12. The 2 Lipscomb Bisons in double figures, and now trail by 4. Santos hangs in the air, can't get it. The tap by Bell, no good. And Sajala holds and waits with the rebound. Greg Jones calling for Sajala. Now back out for Miller. Not my house, says Dave Bell.
Yeah, you can't go in there like that with Dave Bell sitting in the back. Got to go up strong.
What does Jacksonville need to do on ball to help close out some of these drives?
They just have to stay solid. Don't give up anything to the middle. Force everything baseline. You force everything baseline, Dave Bell has a better chance to come over and help on the block, as you just saw.
Nice as the block is, Lipscomb keeps possession. Johnson hangs in and somehow gets that one to go over the 6'10" Bell.
And once again, that was a middle drive. You just got through saying, you force it baseline, don't force it middle. You don't allow it to go middle. You allow it to go middle, everything opens up then.
Lipscomb is on a 15-2 run over the last 4.5 minutes. The only 2 Jacksonville points at the line from Destin Barnes. He rises for 3 and can't end the drought. The Dolphins are 1 for their last 7 from the field.
1 minute to play, 1 minute.
Miller sneaks it in to Sajala. Quick give and go to Jones. And is fouled by Trey Sides attacking the rim. And a chance to tie for Lipscomb after it looked like the Dolphins were going to run out with a big halftime lead.
Yeah, they definitely weathered the storm, slowly but surely.
I beg your pardon, the foul is actually called against Amani Santos. Jacksonville, maybe a chance for a 2-for-1, but you have to think, okay, regardless what happens with the free throws, you're drawing up something in that huddle. Well, what do you want to see as Jacksonville struggle to close out the half?
The last couple of possessions have been jump shots. Let's try to get it into Dave Bell. Let him get some touches. He's just running up and down the court right now. Let's keep the big man engaged. Let's draw up something. You have the lead right now, and you can go into the half with the lead. So there's no need to rush and fire up a three-pointer unless it's wide open. Let's try to get the big man some touches.
With 5:55 to go in the half, Lipscomb trailed by 15. But it's been Michael Buckland, KJ Johnson, and Hassan Sajala, the 3 players who have combined for nearly 70% of the points in Lipscomb's last 5 games. And for Coach Lenny Acuff, that's what you're going to have to expect if your team's going to continue this 4-game win streak.
Yeah, those guys came to play tonight. They're not letting their team down. They want to continue that 4-game win streak, make it 5.
Jones, an 83% foul shooter, watches his first rim out. Great player at home, but has struggled to bring that scoring on the road. Misses both. Nice effort for the rebound by Jacob Hobbs, but he couldn't control it. Jacksonville has it with 46 seconds left in the half. Freshman on freshman, Sides gets rid of it. Now in the key,
3 seconds.
Dave Bell called for 3 seconds as he was trying to get that position.
He had it too.
Against Parker Hazen. Now still 1.4-second differential. A little offense and defense subs for Lipscomb. Michael Buckland and Hassan Sajala coming back in.
For the Dolphins, number 5, Deanthony McCallum. And for number 11, Trey Sides.
McCallum comes back in for Trey Sides. Your Lipscomb can really take this down to the last seconds.
Yeah. I guarantee you Sergeant touches the ball this possession.
A.J. Johnson, the freshman from Lewisburg, Tennessee, defended tightly by Deontay Wood. Works around Wood, contested by Bell. The rebound to Sanjalot, has it swiped away a second time. McCallum pulls up at the buzzer and is short. And Jacksonville takes a 2-point lead into the break after a 15-2 Lipscomb run over the final 5+ minutes. We got a tight one on our hands with 9 days left in the regular season. When we come back, our halftime report.
Black Knight is a leading provider of software, data, and analytics for the mortgage industry. Get details about Black Knight's paid internship program at blackknightinc.com. Black Knight, a proud partner of Jacksonville University Athletics. Free queso, don't mind if you do. Download the Moe's Rocket Rewards app and receive a free cup of Moe's Famous Queso just for signing up. You can even earn a free burrito on your birthday every year. Visit Moe's Southwest Grill today, where they rock as hard as they roll. Moe's, a proud sponsor of JU Athletics, and the burrito of the JU Dolphins. Welcome to Moe's! Mountain Dew Kickstart combines the bold taste of Mountain Dew with juice and just the right amount of kick to start your day or night. Available now in 12 flavors. Mountain Dew Kickstart. It all starts with a kick. Proud sponsor of Jacksonville University Athletics.
What are we doing? Corey, what are we doing? As much as it's nice to reminisce. Are we coming to this? Are we, like, I don't, there's way too much traffic in front to come on camera. I mean, there's like 7 people sitting right in front of us. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we invite you to turn your attention to center court for a special presentation. The season that stands above all in Jacksonville University Athletics history.
How about we just come back to this?
The 1969-1970 men's basketball team. With the 50th anniversary of that magical
No, I'm
year
saying let's
occurring
just
this
come back to a
season,
shot of this.
Tonight serves as a culmination of the celebration that has taken place throughout the year. This Jacksonville team is the original Cinderella in NCAA tournament history. The team is the winningest in program history, having secured a 27-2 record, including
halftime at Swisher Gymnasium and one of the original Cinderella stories in college basketball, the 1969-70 Jacksonville Dolphins Final Four team. That, when you take a look at it, Aaron, some of the numbers to this day are so staggering, right? They beat number 7 Iowa in the second round of the NCAA tournament, then beat the number 1 team in the country, Kentucky. Number 3 seed Bonaventure in the final four before being upended by UCLA, the team that obviously was in the middle of 7 straight national championships. But led by that man, Artis Gilmore, Jacksonville was put on the map, and the legacy you can still see 50 years later is incredible.
Yeah, they definitely put the city of Jacksonville on the map, the school, Jacksonville University on the map. Without those guys, a lot of this wouldn't be here today.
You think you can defend some of those guys back in their day? I mean, he scored 100 points. I mean, everybody's got to be doing something.
Nobody could defend those guys back in the day. You see what they did.
It's important to remember, Artis Gilmore, the Hall of Famer, averaged 28 and 22. He was putting up video game numbers. Like, that's what I do in my player.
Creative
2K,
player,
right?
yeah.
But what the legacy that this team brings is certainly something to celebrate. And now as we get back to tonight's game, what a run by Lipscomb to close that first half. There is Pembroke Burrow and Artis Gilmore, their friends being honored. But what do you think of Lipscomb's run at the end of that half? Looking like they might get run out of the building.
Yeah, they definitely show a lot of resilience. They show they weren't going to give up, weren't going to back down to Jacksonville. Every basketball team is going to have a run. You just have to be able to weather the storm, and that's exactly what Lipscomb did on the road. They're only down 2 points. They're in the perfect position to win the game right now.
You can see the 8 members of the 1970 team in attendance in the midst of a standing ovation. When we come back, highlights, stats in the first half. Get you ready for the final 20 minutes. Jacksonville.
Sports Information Director Frank Casey and Assistant Coach Tom Wasden. Swisher Gymnasium makes some noise for the 1969-70 National Finalist Jacksonville men's basketball team.
You know he's like straight up butchering this Sasajala guy's name, right? It's so funny.
Doubletree is known for delicious warm chocolate chip cookies made fresh daily. The cookies represent the constant dedication to the guest experience and the thoughtful touch that ensures you feel special and cared for throughout your stay. Book your stay today at Doubletree by Hilton Jacksonville Riverfront, a proud partner of Jacksonville University Athletics. What do LeBron James, Mark Wahlberg, and JU's own Russell Knox all have in common? They're improving their athletic performance thanks to cryotherapy. Now you too can recover like the elite athletes at Cryotherapy Jacks, Jacksonville's premier recovery center, providing cutting-edge therapy treatments, including whole-body cryotherapy, Normatec, and red light therapy. For more information, check out cryotherapyjacks.com. Jumpers for You can help with bounce houses and inflatable bouncer and slide rentals. Call today, 904-236-6058. Jumpers for You, a proud partner of JU Athletics. Get your bounce on,
What are we coming back to?
Fans, your Jacksonville.
When's Alexis doing her thing?
University women's basketball team is back in action here
all right.
at the
I didn't know if you were
historic
trying to do it now.
Gymnasium this Saturday afternoon when they host ASUN opponent Kennesaw State. Tip-off at 1 p.m. with a special pregame ceremony honoring our 5 senior women's basketball players.
Highlights coming up in a
During
second.
halftime, we'll honor the seniors with the Spirit Squad in
I didn't mean to scare you.
Yeah, I was like, what?
here Saturday at 1 o'clock.
JU line has been fun. Going back to my playing days, it kept me on the field as a player. And since moved on to the next phase of my life, it helped me lead.
Jacksonville, a little uncharacteristic, started hitting some outside shots early on, and that's what propelled them to a big lead early.
Yeah, they definitely came out aggressive. McCallum came out aggressive, hitting 2 threes early on. He was the leading scorer early. And also, Trey Size came in and hit a 3. But you like the play from the Dolphins coming out early to just have to be able to finish it off the second half.
Jacksonville averages 5 made threes a game in ASUN play. They already hit 5 in the first half on 10 attempts. 2 of which by Kevin Norman that really ignited the offense to a 15-point lead, but then Lipscomb woke up and started hitting shots thanks to Michael Buckland and its other cast of supports.
Yeah, they definitely weathered Jacksonville's storm with Kevin Norman as a spark plug coming off the bench. They came back with a barrage of threes themselves, and also KJ Johnson with his drives to the lane over Dave Bell, a couple of them. So they definitely came out and weathered that storm.
Well, how about KJ Johnson leading the way with 13 in that first half off the bench? And when you take a look at some of these first half stats, Jacksonville shooting the ball pretty well, but those 6 turnovers are the reason why they're only up by 2.
Yeah, and turnovers will always put you behind or cause you to lose a game. If they can just cut down on those turnovers, they'll win this game easily.
It's a tight one going into the second half. When we return, we get you ready for the second half and what is set to be another thrilling finish between these two ASUN foes.
50 years ago, Jacksonville University transfixed the nation. Everybody knew who UCLA was. Everybody knew who Kentucky was.
Damn, Corey, I always try, when you start 5, I always try to end it when you get to 1.
How often do you catch it? How long do you keep it?
No, you're good.
One of the first teams of they would do world track stuff. So they were like a circus act. A Cinderella before March turned back.
Oh, yeah.
Pembroke Borough.
Can I step aside for 2 minutes? Hey.
Corey, is it fine we're sitting down right here?
Hey, Corey, can I step aside? All right, I'll be back.
We're off this one.
The legacy of a team in 1970 is the art of the possible.
Fans, be sure to stick around for post-game photos and autographs with the 1969-70 men's basketball team. The team and the trophy will be set up on the court at the conclusion of tonight's game, where you can go down and get photos and autographs. Be sure and stick around for this once-in-a-lifetime event. Ladies and gentlemen,
Pembroke Borough. 50 years since you've been on the JU team. Tell me a little bit about just your experience 50 years ago.
A phenomenal experience. Played on a team that did such a good job 50 years ago and becoming number 2 in the nation.
How psyched are you just to be here to watch this team right here? They have the throwback jerseys in honor of you guys. How psyched are you?
Real psyched. I mean, it brings back a lot of memories, which the gym does, especially the practices here. We played most of the games at the Coliseum, but this is where we practice within Switching Gym. So excited to be back.
Yes, sir. Pembroke Borough, guys. Back to you, Sean.
What's that? Hey, how much time we got on this break? All right, yeah. Just hit a minute. Yeah, you knew they weren't holding on to that 15 point. Well, I'm just like, no, they're not going to hit shots all day.
They have to prove themselves.
No, we're not gonna have time. That's it? I mean, give you a challenge. Start of the second half inside Swisher Gymnasium. The Dolphins, in their second to last home game, trying to honor that 1970 team and just win. After giving up that 15-point lead, it's down to 2. What do you want to see out of them coming out in these first couple minutes?
The same thing that they came out with in the first half. They have to come out aggressive, come out playing together as a team. And as you said, like it may be a lot of pressure trying to win tonight in front of the 1970 team, but they have to do it tonight.
Michael Buckland can't give his team the lead, but chases down his own miss and draws the foul on Mo Arnold, his second. There's that energy you want to see out of Jacksonville. And one of the seniors on the floor, Michael Buckland, showing the freshman how it's done.
Welcome to the A-Sun freshmen.
Buckland, beauty, step back, and he ties it up at 40.
Ooh. Individual move right there. Hard dribble behind the back.
Buckland has 11 tonight, joining Johnson and Asajala in double figures. Arnold, with the sauce on his own, feeds Barnes. His three is short.
He's one of the guys that's going to have to heat up this second half if Jacksonville wants to win this game. They need a big half from Destin Barnes.
Barnes is 1 of 5 from the field. That's its second leading scorer. Sajala fakes the handoff. Now backing down Dave Bell. Can't give his team the lead. Seeing some exceptional one-on-one defense in the post tonight. Now one-on-one, McCallum on the perimeter. Drives inside, and the 84% foul shooter. That's 2 coming up.
That's his bread and butter. Drive the basketball, get to the free throw line.
First team foul. That foul puts Deanthony McCallum on the line for the Dolphins, shooting 2.
Michael Buckland also just committed his 3rd personal foul. Does that change your approach at all if you're Lipscomb and how aggressive you've been to try to get back from this deficit?
Not at all. That's what you did to get here. Why stop now? And plus you have a guy named KJ Johnson ready to play. So if he gets into any more foul trouble, you bringing him in.
A very rare 0 for 2 trip at the line for Deanthony McCallum. On that trip, he'd only missed 5 free throws in ASUN play. Sajala being bumped. The hand checks there on Dave Bell, and that's going to be a second foul.
Yeah, he had 2 hands on him there. Can't do that.
Bad pass out of bounds. Looking for Buckland underneath. Trying to thread the needle in the spot you didn't really need to do, but at least Lenny Acuff's bunch is coming out of the locker rooms playing with that similar fire they did to close out those last 5 minutes of the first half.
Yeah, they're trying to take the reins of this second half right now, especially being on the road. That's big to do early.
The Dolphins have been scoreless for the last 5 minutes of gameplay. Lob up for Bell. A little too far back, collects the miss, and falling away, couldn't put it in.
Yeah, he was a little off balance right there. He had a chance to gather himself, could have went back up strong.
Sajala sets the screen. The left hand just can't get it to go. These two big men missing bunnies inside.
He's getting the shot that he wants every time. He just has to put it in the goal.
Shaking his head back on defense. Dave Bell has it poked free by the sophomore. Santos with 7. His pass off the leg of the Lipscomb defender, and the Dolphins will have just 4 seconds left on the possession.
Great play by Monty Santos, driving in the lane, trying to get it to Dave Bell. Just had to get it around that defender a little better.
Now Tony Jasik's asking the refs to reset the shot clock to 20 seconds. Now we got 50 seconds.
Some more time.
Well, right now it reads 5. There's just a clock malfunction, so not checking to see if it was a kick ball. Just adding 1 more precious second. McCallum has it stripped by Fleming, and the timer runs out on another Dolphin offensive possession. Just not finding any sort of rhythm right now. Still getting some chances.
They're getting to the lane. They just have to figure it out right now. I don't know if they need to run the ball through Dave Bell. They tried to get Destin Barnes on the down screen right there. It wasn't open, so McCallum had to take the drive for the last second shot.
All tied up at 40 here, nearly 3 minutes into the second half. Lipscomb's come back from a deficit as many as 15 points, and Hassan Sajala commits a frustration foul in the backcourt. He's trying to reach on Deanthony McCallum, which almost never works out in your favor.
Feels like nobody wants to take the lead right now. They got it tied up at 40, and we've just been stuck here for a little while.
It's Sajala's second. He's got a ways to go. You never want to see arguably your best player commit that type of foul.
Yeah, unnecessary. They already had the ball. Just let them go back down court.
McCallum rips through, wants to stay on, loses his defender, and finally ends the 6-minute, 20-second JU drought.
Hopefully that can provide some rhythm right there.
McCallum has 11. So far this year, Jacksonville 6-2 when he reaches 10 points. Now trips up Buckland. McCallum's second personal foul and the third team foul.
Good little acting job too down there.
Little chicken wing there?
Just a little.
Lipscomb, a team that has won 4 straight games. After dead in the water at one point early in ASUN play, they're now 4th in the conference standings. Bad pass intercepted by McCallum. 3-on-2 break. The senior.
He's definitely playing great tonight. He doesn't want to lose, and he's showing it tonight.
With his senior day coming up Saturday, he's cherishing these last couple of games in this building. He leads the team with 13. Miles Miller blows by Santos. Misses. Well, they're going to keep it here. Destin Barnes couldn't haul in the rebound.
Number 22, Deanthony Wood for number 10.
And the Dolphins swapping out Amani Santos for Deontay Wood, opting for a little more size on the front line.
Yeah, they're definitely going big right now. Deontay Wood brings a good presence off the bench, physically, defensively, and offensively.
Sajala, his pass tipped away, intended for Miller. Gets right back to the freshman. Fleming, the senior from Nashville, working underneath, denied by Bell. Rebound by Arnold up ahead. McCallum lost it midair and never really had control.
He didn't realize where he was under the goal.
Miller with a pretty crossover. Feeds to Sajala.
Threw a little elbow there to McCallum.
Anarchy all over the floor for a couple of possessions. Now settling down with the point guard Mo Arnolds. 5 assists and 1 turnover in a big back and forth game against North Florida last week. Now with McCallum. Best scorer tonight. Works around the defense for 2 more. He has been unstoppable.
He's definitely the go-to guy right now. They cannot stop him on the drive.
Coming off a game where he was scoreless against his rival UNF on just 2 shots. Fleming. This is the 3, some contact, and the loose ball to Buckland. Media timeout coming at our next whistle. Both teams starting to look a little fatigued out there waiting for the timeout. Miller held up, and a jump ball is called. Possession goes back to Jacksonville when we return, and you're starting to see it, Aaron. You gotta love it.
See a little fight from the Dolphins.
February games, it's getting chippy out here, and Deanthony McCallum is leading the way for Jacksonville. They lead by 4 in the second half.
It's a media timeout. Please welcome to the floor your Jacksonville.
The new $3 Little John from Jimmy John's is just like our original sandwiches, only littler. So we bought a little ad on Lil John.
Little John, yeah! $3, what?
At Stephen & Associates, we're here to help you create a personalized wealth strategy so that you can maximize your wealth and enjoy life. Located in the heart of Nashville, our associates are experts in designing personalized wealth strategies for individuals, families, and businesses located anywhere in the United States. Take the first step in building your financial success by visiting our website at smawealth.com. Stephen & Associates is a proud sponsor of Lipscomb University and Lipscomb Athletics.
Dolphins here at home going into the timeout to a standing ovation, and when we look at what's on the line tonight, Aaron, we mentioned that with 2 home games left, it's really imperative you start taking care of business because as of right now, not only going to be matched up with crosstown rival UNF potentially for a second round game, but you want to try to be at home or not travel that first round.
Yeah, those first round matchups at home, it definitely plays a big part in your success in the ASUN tournament.
Deontay Wood spin cycle. Deontay Wood hit the B button for his first bucket tonight.
Great signing from Deontay Wood right there. He's definitely come off the bench each game and provided something for the team.
You go B button or circle button?
B, Xbox.
Barker Hazen draws the foul going inside. The 6'7" junior who's been active all around the rim tonight. Chance to come back from a down 6-point deficit as he just brushed off Kevin Norman there. That's Norman's first personal foul, and Jacksonville got to be careful. It's already 14 fouls in 6 minutes.
Yeah, they do have to be careful. They don't want to get down late, and it's a close game, and now they're in the penalty or 1-on-1 situation.
Hazen, a 60% foul shooter, hits both. 4 points the lead for Jacksonville. Not getting points right now from its usual cast. They're now going against this zone. A foul is called against Hazen on the other end.
Yeah, when Deontay Wood catches it right there, he's looking to score it every time. They got a lot of their good energy, hustle guys out there with Kevin Norman, Deontay Wood.
You saw that going in the last time out. Wood gives Hazen his first foul. Now Barnes blocked by Asajala and a helper inside. A lot of traffic there to try to get something high percentage. Son Asajala, the reigning A-Sun player of the week, bullying inside. And just cannot be stopped when Bryce Workman is on him. You said that when he's getting that matchup tonight. I mean, he's like a bull seeing red, and he's just attacking nonstop.
That definitely has to be the scouting report. When he comes in the game, go at him.
Nothing against Bryce Workman. Last week he averaged 22 and 11. And now Workman, a rare mid-range jumper. It wasn't a thing of beauty.
It wasn't, but he can make that shot. It's just not what you want in this time. It's a close game right now. Each possession matters.
Sajala alone in the low post again. Can't tie it up. It's been that lefty little flip hook. I don't know what you want to call it. It just hasn't been there for him.
He made one earlier, but
Mo Arnold drains a three-pointer for Jacksonville. It's first of the half, and now 6 on the game to kick it back up to a 5-point lead. Bucklands off the screen, hits the mid-range jumper.
great pull-up shot right there.
Both these offenses starting to flow like they did in the first meeting between these two teams. An 89-85 win in overtime for the Dolphins in Nashville. Workman thought about it.
Don't do it.
Now passes off to Arnold. Screen from Workman. Now pops out for the long two.
They're going to let him shoot this shot all game. They're not even coming out to contest.
A.J. Johnson, who got hot in the first half, slithers inside and gets the dead bounce off the back of the rim.
He's holding up the he's too little sign.
So far, no one's been able to guard Johnson as he makes it a one-point game. Barnes gets the defender in the air. Now to a rolling Workman. Lipscomb has not led in quite some time. In fact, they've led for just about a minute and a half tonight. And a blocking foul is called against Bryce Workman to take us to immediate timeouts. It's the third on Workman and the fifth on JU in the half. The Dolphins cling to a one-point lead near the midway point of the second half. I think you call it there.
Yeah. Bryce Workman, you got to give him something. He's getting tortured right now. He's trying.
That was a good catch on the he can't guard me.
Yeah, he's like this.
Yeah, no, that's a good
Too
catch.
little.
What do we have?
He kind of flopped.
My name is Artis Gold, and I am a member of the basketball program.
Murphy of Jacksonville.
We mentioned the fans are excited to close out the final home games of the season. Jacksonville Senior Day on Saturday against the last place team of the conference, Kennesaw State. When you took a look at some of those matchups, a really juicy one. Liberty and Stetson. And that's what's so impressive when you look at what North Florida has done, Aaron, is is that they're the 1 seed right now, a half game ahead of Liberty, trying to hold on to that 1 seed if they can in the ASUN tournament. It's going to be a fun finish.
Yeah, every game matters at this point, especially for positioning and seeding. You definitely want that tournament home court advantage.
And important to note for Jacksonville, just 1 game separates the 5th place team, which is Jacksonville, to 8th place. So you lose a game tonight, I mean, you might be sitting at 7th or 8th place. Everything can change in a snap. And for Jacksonville, that's why it's crucial Tony Jastic and company take care of business in the final 11:05 and Saturday against Kennesaw. Johnson finds Greg Jones, and the Bisons lead for the first time in the half.
Great cut right there by the Bisons. KJ Johnson with the pass.
First lead since the opening 5 minutes for Lipscomb. McCallum takes it right back for JU.
Deanthony McCallum!
He's been on another one tonight. He's on a mission.
He has 17 on 7 of 8 shooting. Buckland open for 3. That's like target practice for the 41% three-point shooter. Can't leave him that open.
That was a bad gamble by McCullum there. He tried to go for the steal on that and got lost on the screen.
Back to McCallum, between the legs.
He's feeling it. Get him the ball.
He's on fire. Unstoppable Deanthony McCallum carrying Jacksonville. Midway through the second half. And a bad pass. Miscommunication by the Bisons, who have been so great at taking care of the ball tonight. That's now their 8th turnover.
Yeah, if they want to win this game, they have to stop turning the ball over. I mean, I get it. You're trying to go back door, but you got to be on the same page with that.
Going to go against the zone of Lipscomb. Kevin Norman nearly loses the handle, splitting the 2 players. And now some jawing going on after. And the whistles are going to lead to a potential review, I believe. After the foul on Jacob Hobbs. It's his 2nd personal. And now the 14th foul. With nothing else, a chance for both teams to reset. It looked like after the foul when Norman got caught in traffic there. Maybe with Greg Jones. After that too, and Norman being the aggressor in that situation. I don't know if that merits anything, but then again, we've been surprised before this season.
Yeah, it's unnecessary right there at the end. The play's over with. I understand you don't want him on you, but this could potentially cost your team 2 points right now if it's called a tick and Lipscomb gets free throws.
Jacksonville too, Aaron, when you look at the way they're getting offense, obviously the 19 points by Deanthony McCallum helpful, but this team only has 5 assists tonight. How much tougher does it make to pick up some of those helpers when you're going against a zone that you're busy for 20 seconds trying to figure out before getting a high contested shot?
I mean, when it's going, it's good for you, but when it's not, it kind of plays to the chemistry of your team because everybody's not involved. You're doing a lot of one-on-one plays. You think about the Houston Rockets, they do a lot of one-on-one plays, James Harden, ISO. So you just want to try to get everybody involved, get some assists for a lot of your players.
Well, it looks like Michael Buckland is going to be shooting free throws for Lipscomb. A mental mistake there and just unnecessary for Kevin Norman, but like we said before that last time out, tempers are starting to flare a little. And they're saying that shove by Norman enough to warrant an intentional foul.
It was unnecessary, like the play was over. Mental mistake, you got to get it back now on defense. That's all you can do now.
Buckland makes just 1 of 2. And what hurts Jacksonville even more is instead of taking the ball out underneath with possession, you give it away. So it's essentially a turnover.
So this could potentially turn into a 4-point play.
Lipscomb has it with a 1-point lead. Now Johnson. There it is, Parker Hazen, a lot of contact, no whistles called. Letting them play there. And it's a 3-point Bison's lead, matching their largest of the game that they had just over a minute in. Santos feeds Wood. With a Sajala on his back, couldn't finish. The rebound tapped out underneath by Hazen.
11. Trey Stein for 0. Kevin Norton.
Deontay Wood was shaken up. Lost a contact or something. Stays out on the floor for Jackson. Santos gets the screen from Bell. Trying to get their big man going. The only A-Sun player to average a double-double this year, forced to kick out for a Santos 3 off the rim. Woes continue for the Dolphins. Such a hot start from 3, but now 1 for their last 5. Jones with a lob into a Sajala. Long pass out to Buckland. And there's a wedgie.
Jump ball, though.
Deserves a point just for that.
Get his team another possession with that one. Jump ball, Bison's ball.
Arrow will switch on one of the greatest plays in basketball. I mean, come on. Sometimes you couldn't even do it if you tried.
It's hard.
Drake Jones, a sophomore from Texas, who's been quiet tonight. Now Johnson lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, the 2-3 zone threw Bison's off that time. They weren't expecting it. You had been playing man on the last few possessions.
Johnson looked like he was trying to give Dave Bell his 3rd foul. Couldn't do it there. The Dolphins trying to come back from a 3-point deficit after they led by as many as 15. Miscommunication between the 2 freshmen on the floor results in another Dolphin turnover. That is now the 9th of the game for this team.
Yeah, whenever you have a backdoor play, you have to make eye contact with that person before you throw that ball.
Media timeout comes at the next whistle. You know Lipscomb's go-to plan. It's been giving it to this guy all night. And a foul called on Dave Bell.
Got to know he's going with the lefty hook on that. Went to it every single time.
This time it is his 3rd personal foul. Sajala has 2 free throws, trying to extend the Lipscomb lead when we return.
Mountain Dew Kickstart combines a bold taste of Mountain Dew with juice and just the right amount of kick to start.
We are A-Sun Built. We look forward.
Commit to progress.
Shine together.
Elevate student athletes to create a better world.
Blaze the fast.
Challenge norms.
Enlighten and innovate. For no matter the height of our obstacles,
They will never block the sun.
We can.
Be students first.
rise,
Connect.
impact.
Every day.
We are
A-Sun Built.
This is Jacksonville University. It's not just a perfect place for sunny waterfront beauty shots. Although, here you choose the future you want. How? By defining it yourself. You customize your path and make it one of a kind. You want to build a future where you decide what impact you make? You want to create a life that's limited by nothing but your own ingenuity? You come to the right place.
Jacksonville looking for answers, Aaron, after a great run right around this point in the first half, but if you look at what Lipscomb is doing defensively, this zone's giving Jacksonville fits. Dave Bell has just 3 shot attempts. Destin Barnes has just 4 points, and the 2 leading scorers gonna have to come alive if Jacksonville wants to pull out the win.
Yeah, still plenty of time left to play, but in order to win this game, you definitely need Dave Bell to get more shot attempts at least. Try to get him active in the game. I know in his mind, he understands that he has to be a big part of this game offensively for his team to win.
Hassan Asadullah has 17 points on that last free throw to go with 8 rebounds. The big man looking unstoppable at times and making JU really fidget its seat right now, trailing by 4, its largest deficit of the night. Mo Arnold one-on-one with Greg Jones. Hits the defender off him, but yet again Jacksonville can't finish it close. Maybe a little ball don't lie there.
Yeah, he got away with a little push off there. Ball didn't want to go down for him.
Asadullah, the best passer on this team, feeds Jones. Now up top for Hazen, on the drive. Against the smaller Arnold, can't get it to go. McCallum, who's been on fire for the Dolphins tonight, gives it in for Bell. Dave Bell going back to the free throw line. Only has 3 field goal attempts on the night, but is 5 of 6 at the charity stripe. And that's something we were saying in the first half, right? If it's been that difficult to get shots, you got to find a way to get your opponent in foul trouble or really work some of those angles in the post.
Yeah, and I'm glad he looked to score on that and didn't look to pass back out. Like, they need you to score. You're Dave Bell, leader of this team. You got to get him going.
You gotta love the soft touch from the big man on the free throws too. He's getting a lot of those friendly rolls here in Swisher. And important to note too, Asadullah and Bell each have 3 fouls.
Something we're gonna have to pay attention to down the stretch.
Especially if a foul were to be committed in these next 2 minutes.
Yeah. Dolphins come out in the 1-2-2 press right now, try to throw the Bisons off.
The trap comes at midcourt, but Asadullah helps break it, but then throws it away seconds later.
It worked. Got a turnover.
The Bison sped up on a possession and throw it away. Arnold, the lob inside, and the dunk to the Bell.
All of a sudden, the momentum is starting to shift.
Dolphins trying to bring a little extra energy with its pressure defense. Sides on the ball. Johnson lost it on the dribble. Arnold up ahead to Sides. Can't lay it in. Bell to follow. No, but McCallum there on the first try. Timeout, Coach Acock. The Dolphins have surged back with 6 straight and retaken the lead.
Lipscomb timeout.
If Jacksonville wants to win, it might come down to the big man in green. It's not the Incredible Hulk. It's Dave Bell.
Because Sandwich Band, your JU men's basketball team returns home this Saturday, February 22nd, for the final home game of the regular season. We'll be honoring our 3 seniors pregame, and Jacksonville.
Bad play by the freshman, KJ Johnson. Try to dribble between 2 people.
Oh, yeah. I think he was trying to go downhill with it, but he was like trying to carry it. But I know what you mean. I saw him like, he's done some wild tonight. I'm like, dude, like, cash out.
Yeah.
Like, you're done. You're not getting this other stuff.
He had a couple good plays, but he tried to do too much.
1, 2, 3. Corey, what am I talking about again?
Come on, man.
I had a lot of different stuff. I'm talking to Corey. What? To Exxon, what am I talking about again?
Okay. Thank you. Am I really going to watch Rockets Warriors tonight just because the NBA's back? Dude, I do that all the time in the 10:30 window. I'm like, gotta do it tonight. No.
It used to be a good matchup last season.
Like, I'll watch the Nuggets every time.
The Dolphins are starting to play some good basketball here in the second half. Dave Bell is starting to come alive a little bit, as well as Deanthony McCallum, who has a game high of 19 points. It's a good game here tonight in the Lipscomb Gymnasium. Back to you, Sean.
Right, that's kind of all it took, Aaron, is getting a dunk, getting a couple of turnovers on defense, and the crowd comes back into it.
Yeah, it started with that when they went 1-2-2 press. They got a turnover, came back down, made a layup, then a dunk by Dave Bell.
Little 6-0 spurt has given Jacksonville the 2-point lead. Greg Jones has it with 5 on the timer. Johnson can't get it off before the end of the shot clock. And now the Bisons, who in that first half committed just 4 turnovers, they're starting to lose control at certain points here, and that's not something you want to do out of a timeout.
Yeah, they definitely, that's not something you want to do out of a timeout there. They need to be a little more composed right now. Like, as we said earlier, everybody goes on the run. Right now, Jacksonville's on the run. You weather this, you're still in the game on the road.
Remember, the first meeting, Jacksonville won in overtime in Nashville. Arnold with a great hesitation for 2 more.
Great play by Mo Arnold. The freshman is not afraid of the big moment right now.
A senior move by a freshman who's been starting these last 3 weeks, and the coaching staff thinks he's going to be an all-conference player as soon as next year. Miles Miller, the freshman. Good ball movement on this possession.
Ooh.
And Asajala quiets the crowd
That's
with another basket.
Right at Dave Bell.
The Dolphins still ahead by 2. Destin Barnes lost the dribble off his foot. Buckland out to Johnson for the lead. You can see Lipscomb wanting to move that ball up and down the court. And Coach Tony Jessic right after the rebound telling his team slow it down approaching the final media timeout.
Yeah, you got the lead right now. Try to get a good shot here.
Arnold, one-on-one again. Finishes inside. He cannot be stopped.
I don't know if Lipscomb has noticed or not, but he goes to the left a lot. Each layup he's made, he's going to the left.
Arnold has 11. The freshman playing like a senior. A lot of contact inside. Asajala blocked away by Bell. We're coming down to the wire here at Swisher Gymnasium. What a way to honor the 50-year Final Four squad. We have the finale next.
The 1969-70 men's basketball team. The team and the trophy will be set up on the court at the conclusion of tonight's game. The GU Dolphins would like to thank the team behind
This is it.
Baptist Health. Proud to be the official healthcare provider of the Jacksonville Dolphins. Baptist
Last
Health
4 minutes, let's see if they can
Healthcare
close them out.
I love that though. Like you don't see freshmen hit with like a hezzy. You're like it's a little pump fake and then both can fly by.
Sodlin is a beast. Jeez.
It's just like that type of big is just like out.
Yeah.
You know, it's like what can you do with that?
Like the last few, like Nurkic for Denver, DeMarcus Cousins when he's healthy.
No, you're right. If he can pass, you're right. He might have a career.
Yeah.
Ah, boo. I mean, let's give it to like 2 minutes. I mean, this guy, I think this Asajala guy's going to win it for him. I really do. Mo Arnold, who made his first JU start at Lipscomb, looking like he likes playing against the boys in yellow because his last game in double figures was at Lipscomb, and he has 11 tonight.
Hey, this freshman is not afraid of the big moment. He definitely is at his best when he's driving, but he does a lot of things for them. Rebound, defense, assist. He's a big-time freshman for JU.
11 seconds on the shot clock after Bell swatted away Asajala into the timeout. The big men battle down low, have to force it out. And the tough shot by Hazen is no good. Jacksonville can settle up by 4. Barnes pulls up
there
and extends the lead to 6. Big shot, Barnes. But still with over 3 minutes to play, Sides nearly intercepts the Buckland pass. Miller in the paint. Can't stop the drought. Now to Johnson. Over Bell. Swatted again. But the offensive board to Asajala. Oh, I saw flashes of Akeem right there. Bell upset after committing his 4th foul on the incredible move by Asajala.
Yeah, looked like Akeem Elijah one. That's what he looked like just then.
A little fake to freeze Bell.
Yeah. Might have got all ball. Might have got all ball there. Dave Bell might have a point.
I don't want that call to get in the way of some great officiating down there, right? I mean, they have really let these guys play.
Yep.
And you know, going into that last timeout, Asajala and Coach Acuff for Lipscomb thought that he was fouled going into that timeout. Maybe a makeup call, maybe not, but I don't want to shine a light on maybe one play you look at, although that is Bell's 4th foul. He's got to be careful in these next 3 minutes.
Yeah, they definitely been letting them play down low, letting them be physical. And you got to appreciate that from the referees.
The 50% foul shooter splits it at the line. Bell now with 11 points and 7 rebounds. Sets the screen for Arnold. On the roll, it's to Bell. Forced to pick it up. Sides, had it knocked loose. Now back. 5 on the shot clock. McCallum off the front of the rim. And Hazen protects that rebound with 2:20 to play. A battle between the 4th and 5th place teams in the A-Sun. Johnson stepped out of bounds before the 3.
Freshman mistake.
Sides comes out in favor of Deontay Wood.
Yeah, they're looking to be more physical and rebounding right now. That's what Deontay Woods brings. Not a lot of outside shooting on the court for the Dolphins, so you know they're looking to get it inside.
Mo Arnold brings it into the front court and calls timeout with just over 2 minutes to play. So quick 30-second timeout here, Aaron. Let's talk about Mo Arnold for a second, because that's what we mentioned is how is Jacksonville going to close this game out? You didn't know what was going to happen with the team struggling. You know, Dave Bell hasn't gotten a ton of looks tonight, and then for Destin Barnes to not really do much as well. It's been Mo Arnold, Deanthony McCallum carrying that load, and something that you haven't seen all that much this year, but it kind of speaks to how good this team has been. And I guess we'll go on to talk about Michael Buckland, someone who's been there all year for Lipscomb. And he hit some big shots early, and they're going to have to rely on him to hit a couple more here late.
Yeah, definitely with the focus being on the Asajala, you're definitely going to have to key in on him because he's a great outside shooter. They're definitely going to double team Asajala because he's been having his way in the post.
McCallum, who's 1 point away from his career high, inbounds it to Destin Barnes.
He went zone to mix him
Going
up.
against the 2-3 zone, Barnes! Starts the leak out for KJ Johnson. And a foul on the perimeter, 20 feet away from the basket, going to give Johnson a 1-and-1.
KJ Johnson is fearless. In that moment, they wanted to get the ball to the side of him, but he turned it down and wanted his own shot.
And now you put the A-Suns' number 3 player in free throws made on the season at the line for a 1-and-1. We're seeing some freshmen here tonight, Aaron, and I know it's the middle of February, but they're playing like some juniors and seniors, not shying away like you said.
Yeah, they're definitely playing like some veterans. They got their rhythm. There's no need to be shy now. A-Sun tournament's right around the corner.
And now full court pressure for Johnson on Arnold. The 2 freshmen battling. He gets it across with 1:25 to play.
So you get a score here, you can wrap it up.
2 timeouts left for each team. Barnes, open again, but passes up the look. 8 on the shot clock. Wood one-on-one with Hazen. In the post, loses it. Bell tosses it up. That's no good. And the Bisons have a chance to tie on this possession.
1 minute to play.
1 minute left in regulation. Buckland passes off to Asajala. Now Greg Jones. Buckland, who tied it to send it to overtime in the first meeting, gives it up to Hazen. With 10 on the shot clock, the give and go! Hazen just caught a body and brings his team within 1. A man's jam here with 44 seconds to play.
Zip him up. Body bag right there. That could have been an and 1.
That's one way to scare the crowd here, as the Bisons have scored 5 straight in these last 3 minutes. And like you said too, Destin Barnes should have been called for a foul.
Got to know time and possession right now. You have the lead. It's a 1-point lead. Let's get a good shot here. Try to get something in close to the goal. Dave Bell, make an open shot. If you're the Bison, you just want to play solid defense. Stay on your feet. Don't jump for pump fake. Don't reach for any balls.
The important thing to remember too, Aaron, is Lipscomb has 5 personal fouls. So if you potentially give up an offensive rebound here, you're going to be put in a tough spot with about a 13-second differential.
Yep. One person you don't want to foul on the Dolphins is McCallum. 84% foul shooter. Want to foul somebody else.
But did miss 2 at the line earlier. You never know, but especially in these clutch moments. We'll remember, Deanthony McCallum, like you said, went 9-9 against North Alabama. Another game Jacksonville come to a very small lead for most of that second half and used those free throws by McCallum, who then intentionally missed his 10th free throw to give Jacksonville a 2-point win. Bell to inbound against the full court pressure. He finds McCallum, the senior guard. And now off to Mo Arnold.
Looks like they're dropping back into a 2-3.
Staying with the defense that has kept Jacksonville scoreless for the last 3 minutes of the game.
We just changed it up to a man-to-man defense.
Now a different look with 10 on the timer. Arnold one-on-one with Greg Jones. Now with 5, has to hurry. Into the lane, pump fakes, tosses up and misses. Asajala with the rebound in 12 seconds. Buckland into the front court is tripped up. Lipscomb was looking for a timeout there.
Bad foul right there.
And a disastrous way to close out these final few minutes.
Lipscomb substitution number 25.
Buckland was making his way towards his bench, and McCallum just got caught up in traffic. Buckland, an 82% foul shooter, hits the first. Was just 2 of 4 at the line tonight. And now Jacksonville calls its second to last timeouts.
Yeah, just in case they missed the shot, you want to make sure you have something in play off the rebound.
And remember, too, Lipscomb, they have 2 fouls to use if they can take a lead here. And I don't know if that's what you talk about in that huddle there. I remember Jacksonville was up by 3 in the closing seconds against Lipscomb in the first meeting, and Tony Jasek defended his decision not to foul. They made Michael Buckland take a near impossible 3-pointer to make. He said it's just one of those decisions you live with. He had a really tough shot. Our defense did what I wanted them to do. You just have to tip your cap and say that's a heck of a make.
Right.
But here, I don't know what Coach Acuff is thinking in that huddle.
And the Bisons do have a foul to give. So if they do take the lead right now, they can allow Jacksonville to wind it down to maybe 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and then foul. You put Dolphins in a tough situation to score, trying to throw the ball in.
Michael Buckland, the senior, who said he wanted to go to Davidson, but they didn't want him. That's why it felt so sweet beating them in the NIT. Now gives his team the lead. 9.4 seconds to play. Ball inbounded to Amani Santos against Miller.
Good foul. Good foul.
Foul at midcourt with 5.5 seconds left. Still 1 foul to give for the Bisons.
Got 1 foul left. Let it wind down to about 3 seconds. Foul again.
And now they want to check the clock. Lipscomb has now scored 7 straight here in the last 3:19. But is it enough?
Need some of that 1970 magic in the air. This last play for Jacksonville.
The Bisons looking to continue that win streak and stretch it to 5 games and spoil the anniversary night. Our player of the game tonight, for now, is Hassan Asajala. Just a bully down low, working his way in the paint and being oh so hard to stop. 20-10 in the first meeting against JU, 20-10 tonight. At least he's consistent, Aaron.
Yeah, you knew what you were going to get out of him.
The reigning ASUN Player of the Week, playing like the ASUN Player of the Year as we come down to the stretch of the final 9 days of the regular season. I don't know what's still keeping these officials. I didn't think it was that much, right? It seems so anticlimactic that you knew Lipscomb was going to foul, and I know Tony Jasek will certainly take another timeout, but come on, let's play. Let's get this over with. Come on, like, you know, it's such an exciting, thrilling finish that it's sometimes
the timeout
ruined by these conferences.
Yeah, they're trying to get the time right. Maybe a couple of tenths of a second ticked off, but we'll see.
Wow, they're going to put on another second and change. It goes up to 7.2 seconds. So I guess after all that worrying, I guess there's at least a result out of it. 5.5 to 7.2. Amani Santos to inbound with still a foul to give. Arnold has it. Off the screen from Bell with 4. Down to Barnes for the win! No good! Lipscomb survives!
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the ball game.
A 7-0 run in the final 3.5 minutes to close the game. The Bisons remain in the top half of the ASUN standings, and the win streak is now up to 5.
Wow. Tough way to lose right there.
A heartbreaking end to such a fantastic night. Lipscomb plays the role of spoiler and improves to 8-6 in the conference. Meanwhile, Jacksonville falls to 5-8 with its final home game on the horizon Saturday. That does it for our game tonight. What a matchup we had that seesawed back and forth in the second half. Some thrilling highlights and one heck of a finish. Conference play closing out here at home on Saturday. Remember, Kennesaw State, a doubleheader coming for you on campus. Women's team playing at 1, men's game at 6. You won't want to miss it. As for tonight, Lipscomb takes it in a hard-fought battle. For my partner, Aaron Hardy, I'm Sean Salisbury, signing off.
Once again, for those of you choosing to depart, we'd like to thank you for coming out and supporting your Jacksonville Dolphins. Now, do buckle up and arrive at your destination.
Second half.
Never should have lost this game. Never should have lost this game. Because, trust me, I really wanted this one tonight because I was going to do something like tonight, Saturday too. He was quick. And then Scott's traveling to baseball. I guess Bacon was going to come back and do radio. And he said, nah, forget it. And that's why Scott's like, because I know the format and I know all the other crap on radio. I'm going down to Stetson next weekend too, and then no matter what, I'm doing the first round A-Sun game, so yeah, that's why I'm hoping it's like. He's the player. Yeah, every day. I work here, so I see him every day. My name is Bill Ball. I'm a JU grad. I used to work for JU many years ago. You were Billy Donovan, as they say in the English. Really great. Loved your wingspan. All right, man. How you doing? Appreciate it. You've been coming over to me this year. Right. This year, I mean, we've been watching the league. Oh, I got you. Yeah, that was a big one, right? How old are you? This is bad. Oh, yeah? Oh, who's he got in the school? Does he know where he was? We saw Aaron at the college. Yeah, not even scholarship. Player that you played with that. Oh, yeah. That was my guy. Yeah, Huntsville. Wow, that's awesome. Good for you, I'm sure. That is age 35. Is he still in the G-League or somebody else I got here? Really? Can I speak back? Yeah, you guys have you still playing? What was that Buffalo thing? I heard you say your game going down a little bit. It's like built-in. It looked really good. Frank, you like my hand? No, I hear time on my ears. Try again. Let's talk about Buckley. Good luck, Tom. Great to see you. We should have won tonight. I don't know. Like it's time out. I know. Yeah, at the patching, it gets everybody.
'Game we played here, Swisher Gym. We played Richmond University.
Richmond? We got the big fight. No, that was Georgetown. No, that was, yeah, you're right. No, Georgetown. Georgetown? Yeah. But that was a heck of a fight. And I remember when the fight ended. Baseball player. You ever make it to the bigs? Played for Toronto. How many years? How many years? Him and Paul Rugby, best shortstop ever played for JU. I graduated in 73. Richard Billings. I played basketball. Yeah, he dominated intramural. I remember Barry Myers played in the last time I played. Oh, he didn't want that. He said no. Is he still alive? No, Barry died a couple of years ago. We had great baseball. Good. Thanks for introducing me. Did they bring the final stats? Yeah, they did. Right here. Thank you. You got any extras or no? Are you from Lipscomb? I'm from Jackson. Is there a Lipscomb crew here? I don't know if there are. And there's a tough loss up there. There's a tough loss down here. since we did like one post game segment. I was like, all right, he can go.